He's Nitin.
And she is Nandita. Together, we are traveling Mumbai on our cycles.
आज किधर जाना है?
आज अपन इधर जाते हैं, दादर पारसी कॉलोनी. चलो. And now we are approaching the Five Gardens. Circle. TT stands for tram terminus. So the trams used to stop here. This was the last stop for the trams, and then they used to go back to the town side. On the other side of the Dadar circle is the Hindu colony where we'll go for the next video, and on this side is the Dadar Parsi colony where we are now headed to. Now at the beginning of the Dadar Parsi colony, this is the statue of Mancherjee Eduljee Joshi, who was responsible for this Dadar Parsi colony. As you can see, Dadar Parsi colony is different from the other Parsi colonies. This is the only colony which is not walled. Aidanwala Road is based on the Rustam Agiari. Rustam Framna was an actor and also a very good cook. Maharaja of Jaipur convinced him to stay back in Jaipur and cook food for his British guests. Later on, Maharaja also helped Rustam Framna to put up a hotel in Agra. It was called the Savoy, and that's where he made his money. Unfortunately, he didn't have any heirs, and due to which, I think so, the Dadar Parsi colony was lucky enough to get this Agiari. We are in front of the Rustam Framna Agiari, and when we walk towards Dadar Parsi School, youth school, you see some of the most beautiful buildings. A student of architecture would love to have a look at these structures, like the one on the left. Absolutely beautiful. Lot of greenery around, broad roads, even broad footpaths. We are now in front of the Dadar Parsi Youth Assembly High School. School was started in 1940 by 4 Parsi gentlemen who encouraged the students to gather waste paper and bottles from other Parsi colonies, and which were later sold to buy textbooks for needy students. Now at the Five Gardens, on the right hand side is one of the gardens which has got children play area. And in front is the other garden, which is generally used by senior citizens and miscellaneous activities like playing badminton and volleyball. Paths are very broad. We are still besides the second garden. This is the Dadar Athornian Institute, which teaches different rituals and also students to become spiritual leaders. Again, another beautiful structure that you can see at the Dadar Parsi colony. Rustam Framna Agiari. Just opposite that is the Lady Kama School, which was built in 1924. There is the Mancherjee Joshi Memorial Building. Let me cross the road to my cycle. So we are now at the Hormusji Edenwala Road, and this road goes straight to the King Circle. So we will have a ride towards King Circle. Look at the structure. This was built in 1924. Now it has started to rain heavily, so I think I'll have to head home shortly. And I would like to walk through this lane because some of the structures out here are really very beautiful. So let's start. This whole area of Dadar Parsi colony and the King Circle and even the Science Circle was chalked out in 1899-1900 to reduce the growing population in the town side. And also Bombay as it was called then, was suffering from plague. So they wanted to reduce the manpower in that part of the city. And like I said earlier, this is the only Parsi colony which is not walled. Rest, I think so there are 4 or 5 of them. They are all walled and they are on the town side, near Baikala, Kolaba. And we will be going there someday. Isn't this beautiful? and this road leads straight to the statue of Mancherjee Eduljee Joshi. So we have literally covered the whole of Parsicolony. I'm shooting this in the afternoon. The weather is lovely. I mean, it was raining heavily the last week, in fact. But today, luckily, the rains have subsided. But I'm sure they will be back soon. But just look at the structures. Each one is beautiful than the other. I won't be surprised if the architects and the designers were also British. Just beautiful. This is Band View, built in 1927. Just beautiful. All wooden windows, wooden frames. And this is the Five Gardens. We are in the periphery of the Five Gardens. These are the Five Gardens. So we have reached the King Circle. This is also called as the Maheshwari Udyan. There's a garden inside. Someday we will go there. And just opposite the Maheshwari Udyan is the Cooler and Company. Many must have seen this in a lot of Hindi movies. lot of Hindi movies. I think the latest I saw was Gully Boy. Want to go in? Have a cup of tea? Or we'll do it later? We are now in the Cooler restaurant, which is one of the very few Irani restaurants still remaining. It has its own charm and beauty. And we have this lovely view outside. So we are now at the Cooler and we have ordered a cup of normal tea. Normally you get a Irani chai which is very creamy and nice, but I don't think so they are making it today. So there we are with a normal cup of tea. So we are now at the Dadar Parsi colony. This is a members only gymkhana, so I can't enter in, but you can see that it is established in 1931 and we are on the main road, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Road. Let me see if I can peek in. It's a beautiful club or a gymkhana which has its own small playground, and this is on the main road, Baba Saheb Ambedkar Road. We end our ride, after our ride we come and sit under this flat on these steps, but today because of the monsoon we can't do that. And this is where we check how many kilometers we have done and how many calories we have burnt and all those parameters. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Hope for some it is a nice nostalgic trip. Probably they have seen Dadar Parsi Gardens after many years. I don't know. Request you to please subscribe, share and like the video. And before signing off, I would like to say please keep the cities clean. Thank you.